Hey, it's Christmas 2024, and I'm going to talk about the second generation Meta glasses. And I know everybody's done videos on these Meta glasses, smart glasses from Ray-Ban. But I've watched every one of them that I can find, and they're not addressing so many issues that I have found. So I'm going to get into it and give you some things to know before you buy. I don't think it's going to change your mind. If you're interested in these, you're going to buy them anyway. But there are some things that you need to know. I'll record the entire thing on the glasses because if I do the phone and the glasses, we're going to have formatting problems. So the whole thing will be done on the glasses. First thing you want to know is they ship with no charger and no cable, no charging cable. So you need a Class C USB, and then you need to have your I forget how many watts, but you want a pretty powerful supply, like 20 watts plus, because otherwise you have no way to charge the thing. Even though they show up charged, they burn through battery very quickly. So make sure that you have something available, or you're going to have to run over to Walmart or Target or wherever, get yourself a charger for the things. Now let's get into the glasses and things, and we're going to start with the case. You see what I've got going on here because I have two pair presently. One's going back. This is the case that it comes with, the case that it lives in, which is great. You know, it's a nice sturdy case and all that, and it has a battery built in here to charge the glasses even when the case isn't being charged. So that's kind of nifty. You travel with this during the course of the day, and when the glasses are in there, they charge. A couple things where they, I don't know, they just screwed up. Poor design. You put the glasses in. That's not good enough. You have to make sure they go down. A little light will come on. That they go down in there because the contacts. But here's the thing about that. Closes nicely. It's got a little magnet. That's all. It's wonderful. But here's the thing. To get the glasses out, and this is really a stupid design, they should have cut this out. And I'm not going to do it myself because who knows if there's wire in there. But they should have cut this out because you can't, once these clip into place for charging, you can't just lift them out. They don't want to let go. You have to, basically, you have to smudge your lenses. You have to grab them right there by the lenses and pull them out like that. And I don't want to smudge it. So you can dig down and kind of snap them out like that. It takes some effort. That's really a poor design. All they would have had to do is a little cutout here, then you would be able to grab them by the bridge, and you would be in better shape. So that's a simple little flaw. Now the next thing to know, and this is important because it's well, it could impact you for the next year or so. If you buy these from a third party like Amazon or any third party, anybody other than direct from Meta, you don't get Meta customer support, which you're likely to need because these things are buggy. So you have no recourse. You can try to go to Ray-Ban, which is who they direct you to, but they're worthless. I mean, they're a sunglasses company. They're not a tech company. So if you buy from Meta, you can go to Meta support, and hopefully, I have no idea if they're any good, but hopefully they'll help you out. But without them, you're on your own, and there are no forums. There's basically nothing online. Very little online to give you any help. No matter how good you are, it's going to be tough. Okay, moving on to the glasses. Here's an interesting thing about them, and apparently it applies to all of these second generations. I haven't been able to determine where the sensors are. Might be here, but they're supposed to know when you're wearing them and when you're not wearing them. And it has an impact on your functions. So let's say right here there's a touchpad built right in here. And you can assign that to touch it and launch the app for the AI, or you can assign it to start your music from like Amazon Music. But it has to know that you're wearing the glasses. Well, that doesn't work. So there's a function when you go into MetaView, which is your phone app. There's a function that you can turn off the recognition for when you're wearing them. and they will always work. The problem with that is a couple of things. When you take your glasses off, they still think you're wearing them, and so all the functions still work, which is one of the reasons I can do this little video. Well, the problem with that is you take your glasses off and you handle them like this, which is a pretty common way to handle them, and your music's going to play. And if you don't happen to hear it, because it's hard to hear when you're not wearing them, you're going to put them down, your battery's going to go dead on you, which it does very quickly. It's because you've touched the frame and you've launched your music. So that's an issue. Now, if you close the arms, that will shut them down. But how many times a day do you want to do that before you're going to wear out the arms on these things? So that's a bug. Meta definitely knows about it because they have a workaround. And if you go to the website and you say, I've got a problem with this recognition thing where they're wearing them, they basically tell you your only hope is to turn off that feature. So it's been like that for at least a year. I sure hope they're working on a cure, because that's it. Okay, next thing up. These are green. I ordered them green. They smudge really easy. They were supposed to be new, and they were not new. They were used when they arrived. They were in great shape, but they were definitely not new. But anyway, the green lenses just turned out to be way too light. You should know that the green lenses, if they're your preference, the green lenses are not polarized. So instead, I ordered the black, which are polarized, or gray. Are polarized. They are darker. They look better. Yeah, they cost another $25 or something like that. But you want to know about that because the green is just not very dark. And in fact, the gray isn't dark enough as well, because I live in sunny Arizona. And so sunglasses are an everyday, all day kind of thing. And I need much darker. The gray will work good enough, but I would prefer them to be darker. Okay, I forgot to point out something about the lenses, and that is that they're Ray-Bans after all. They might be overpriced even as regular sunglasses, but they are Ray-Bans, good quality. And so the lenses are very nice. They are optically pure. There are no waves or wiggles or anything in there, and that makes me very happy. You know, even if you buy, I don't know, go to Costco and get $75 sunglasses, they're not optically pure. It's kind of a drag. So I approve of them as sunglasses. I just wish they were darker. Okay, this next one is a major issue with me. I don't think it's going to be a deal breaker. I'd still buy them. I didn't know about this before because there's no literature about these darn things. If you are not connected to your phone, you don't get any of the features that you should get because the glasses want you to verify Wi-Fi networks. So you would think that once you're connected to a Wi-Fi network, you don't need the phone for a lot of things. For instance, accessing the AI, but you do. And that's a big failure. So let's say that I go to my gym and I want to play the music because these things have good sound quality. I want to play the music when I'm at the gym, put my phone in the locker, and so I'm beyond Bluetooth range, and I can't use the AI. Even though I've registered the phone, registered the glasses with the Wi-Fi at the gym, just as my house, doesn't work. That's, you know, with your smartwatch, which I wear, once you've registered the watch, or your phone that is, once you've registered your phone with a Wi-Fi network, you can leave your phone at home and go, and your watch will connect to that Wi-Fi network, and it works. Not so with the glasses. Okay, next thing. There's no volume control. But, I mean, there is a volume control for the music, and it's supposedly also the volume control for the AI. But let me tell you how it works. So there's only one touchpad, and it's on the right arm right here. And you can set a control function for one finger or for 3 fingers. If you have huge hands like mine, 3 fingers isn't going to work because I cover more than touchpad. There's no touchpad over here, only here. So if you're playing music and you want to change your volume, you just swipe forward to increase the volume, swipe backwards to lower the volume. That makes sense. You would think the same thing works with the AI voice. You would be wrong. it will tell you that it is that set up that way, but it doesn't work. I just had it count to 100 to do a test, and I just, no change. They have a setting in MetaView, and it's an adaptive volume control. So ostensibly, it checks it listens to your environment, knows when it's noisy, and it raises it. It doesn't, and it also doesn't change using the arm. So whichever one, you got one volume setting is what I say. There's just one, and it's loud enough if you're in a moderately noisy area. But if you're in a noisy area, or if you have loud music playing in your car, for instance, it's not going to adjust. Now, you can still hear reasonably well, but there are definitely going to be times when you can't. Now, another thing to know, I'm holding these at arm length pointing at me, which I can do because the wear detection doesn't work. Anyway, there's some kind of color correction that goes on. You've been watching this, and it looks like I have a bad sunburn, which I do not. I'm a poor white boy. I'm just, Pillsbury. So in a minute, I'm going to show you a still photo taken with the exact same glasses, holding them the same way, and you're going to see true color. The still photo, doesn't seem to have this color correction, and the video does, and it's pretty dramatic. So take a look. Okay, so again, not a deal breaker, but why? You look in the MetaView app, and there's no color correction or anything else available. In fact, that app is just pretty lame. There's almost nothing available in it at all. So on to the next thing. There are, 6 or 7 microphones on these glasses. So my original trial, I recorded something, I couldn't hear it at all. So there's a little toggle in the MetaView app to enhance microphone function, and that did work. Now the second pair of glasses, without that toggle being turned on, worked just fine. Microphone worked fine. Again, these things are buggy, so don't despair. Go into the very limited MetaView app and see what you can do. You might be able to solve it. And here's another thing that I don't know. I think they did this software to, they rushed it to get it out the door. In 2025, Samsung is supposed to come out with their smart glasses, and I'll probably switch over because I am Samsung based. Samsung phone, Samsung watch, all that stuff. I've had good luck with them and not so good luck with like these buggy things. Anyway, music. You have to select which one you want to use. Now, you can use your phone, or you can use Amazon Music, or you can use Spotify. But you have to make that selection here in the app, which means I'm either going to have to listen to Amazon Music, or I'm going to listen to my phone music, but I can't just tell the glasses, hey, play this song from this source. And that's, it ought to be a whole lot better than that.